Hi, today the topic of our group is employee privacy. It's a very important issue in workplace. Do you know social media doesn't have to be just photos of beauty or burgers? By the way, it's really cool. Although social media can enable employees to share their experience faster in workplace, the application of social media has also brought a lot of trouble, especially in terms of employee privacy. Today we are talking about social media that borrows the boundaries between life and work, while employers can monitor employees through the social media as well. Social media has built a global community. Every ordinary person who enters the internet has become a global publisher. Of course, there is exception. Here is your wall. Now, because of social media, more and more people have been unable to distinguish the boundaries between personal life and work. Many employees use their working hours to handle their private affairs, such as, what do you eat after work? I like the burger. One situation more like occur is that employees receive notice of work on social media when they are in private time. Maybe they will back to work over time. It's really sad. However, there is very little conflict between employers and employees because of this incident. But monitoring employees has created a very hostile relationship between employers and employees. The law in Australia does not restrict employers from viewing personal information of employees. In this situation, the employer's surveillance of employees' social media is almost no legal liability. Employers' monitoring of employees leads to inequality between employers and employees. In some cases, employees have fired because they said inappropriate on social media.
Are you accusing Cambridge Analytica of planting fake news?
Absolutely. Cambridge Analytica comes from a company called SCL, which is a London-based military contractor that works in something called information operations. All of that knowledge and insight was transplanted into Cambridge Analytica to apply on the American electorate. If you start to warp the perception of voters without their consent or knowledge, that is a fundamental denial of their agency and autonomy to make a free choice in when they're voting, because they are voting on things that they think are real but aren't necessarily true. We got approached by a professor at the University of Cambridge, Alex Kogan, and he presented a solution to us, which was an application that he had on Facebook that got special permission to collect data not just of the user. So if you join the app, it didn't just collect your Facebook data, but it went and crawled through all of your friends' data and pulled all of that data also whenever you join the app. So that meant that if we got one person to join the app, we got around 150, 200 friends profiles with that. And so if you imagine, you get 1, 2, 3, that all adds up really quickly, and that scaled really fast. And so what we did is we then took that data and related it to survey responses that the app users had also filled out, and to look at relationships between how you answer on a psychological survey and what your Facebook profile says. And then that allowed us to then go through the rest of the friends data and make inferences about the psychological profile of each person in their friend network based on their likes. If I was filling out the app, filling out the survey on the app, and I joined the app, and you were my friend, you would not know that this app has just pulled your Facebook data. Imagine sitting and you're going online and you start seeing this blog here or this news site here, which looks kind of credible. You've never heard of it before, but I'm going to go and check that out. And you start to see all over the place all these stories that you aren't seeing in mainstream media. And then you start to question, why isn't it that mainstream media isn't talking about these like insane stories that I'm seeing all over the place? And then you establish distrust. And once they stop trusting the institutions, the media being one of them, you've now captured them. And the reason that's important is because if I'm starting to think about things and I'm starting to see things that aren't necessarily the reality of the situation, I am now behaving in a way that is fundamentally different to if I had known that this is fake, right? And when you think about what is democracy and what is necessary for a functioning democracy, we need to at least have agreement on what is real before we can have any kind of ideological debate. If we're living in different realities, we can't talk to each other because we aren't seeing or hearing any of the same things. Just because you don't see this on the internet doesn't mean that it's not happening, because that's literally what targeting is about. You don't see it, this person sees it, this person sees it, but you don't. It was this Facebook data that became the foundation of the algorithms that then, Cambridge Analytica built its company on.
Social networking is completely out of control these days, but do the things we do online make sense in real life? Let's take to the streets and find out.
Ma'am, hi. I just want to let you know that I'm following you, like just giving you an alert.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything, just know it and enjoy it. Jenna Kingsley is now following you. Just like do whatever and I'll just watch. Is that creepy? You want to poke me back? Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, this is weird though, I don't even know you.
I know, but that's what you do, right?
Tom O'Donnell started working at McGuire Law Firm. Congratulate Tom, guys. Be team players. You guys are not supportive.
I want to endorse you for your coffee making skills.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
It's so easy, I don't even know what it means, but it's the thing to do. Do you think you're going to endorse me too? Because I'm pretty good at it.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Hi guys. I was wondering if you would accept my friendship request.
Friendship what?
He looks really important with the whole button down. Do you want to be connected?
Do you want to be connected? How do you want to be connected?
I just want to let you know that 12 people have viewed you.
I'm sorry?
12 people have viewed you on the subway.
What does that mean?
I don't know, you must be really important. They're viewing you. That guy chose to remain anonymous. 7 people have viewed you on the subway. I have just checked into Grand Central Station. What's your name?
Andrew?
Jenna and Andrew have just checked into Grand Central Station with about 452 other people. I am getting so many views right now. I am. Oh my God, man, that's so cute. I have to share this with everybody. Do you want to comment on how cute this is?
This is cute.
I like your comment. Excuse me, sir. Can you introduce me to that guy that's sitting next to you?
This guy?
You're like our 1 degree connection.
Okay.
So if you could introduce me.
All right, and your name is?
Jenna.
Excuse me? Hey, my friend over here, Jenna, she'd like me to introduce you to her. So,
Hey, I'm Jenna. I mean, we had him in common, so I figured I should meet you. And now we're all connected.